Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Hand off to the single back. He's got room to run. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense now looking at a third and short in their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. He's looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
God, I love to see a quarterback willing to put his life on the line for his teammates. What a job here of picking up the first down, taking that big hit, and going right back to the huddle. You can see his teammates patting him on the back.
Jet sweep call. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, Chris, you talking about alert defense? Sometimes that jet motion, it can create some confusion, get guys out of place. But not this time. Great play recognition by the defense on this play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Boy, the offense has to feel incredibly fortunate that they are able to retain possession. The ball's on the ground. It ends up going out of bounds to give them another play and another opportunity in a game right now that they're trailing. They're looking for at very least a field goal and still can hope for a touchdown.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. It's a draw. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Here, four-time completion to the right. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to the left side. He's wide open. Look out. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Could take it all the way. But the 10 now. Touchdown, Florida. The defense produces 6 points.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school. Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Not a long kickoff, fielded just inside the 25. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's second down here. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running out of time in the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Gators looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And we're able to get him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
The incompletion sets up a third and goal from the 3. Makes a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't, so now we got a fourth down.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. It's Hart. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Second down. We're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Wants to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive, giving the ball to the receiver and an end around. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Dropping back, it's Hart. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He could go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Alabama. They connect for 6.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st down, it's play action. A quick throw to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. To throw, it's Hart. Back-to-back deep shots. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of it.
Going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Florida offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Hart. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. To the back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. That's the 3rd hit tonight done by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Hart. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, hits the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yardage.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Wow, a 3rd hit tonight by the QB.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the right side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They'll run it here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
A play action looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators are.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Hart. The pass rush closing in. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Gators.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the move now. He'll throw it now. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida, to put them on top now. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Just trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
It's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Perkins. Brought down, but perfect tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Stopping behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The opening play of the drive, they begin at their own 45-yard line. And they start the drive with an end-around play. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Hart. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. He shreds the tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And it falls incomplete. And defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that 1st down?
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. And they'll set up with a PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Direct snap. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A huge defensive score.
What a play by this defense. Late in a game like this, trailing, to be able to come up with a touchdown like this takes all the pressure off of their own offense. Now they've got the lead and a chance to win the game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Hart. Finds his man. It's Alexander. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Play action here on 1st down. Grab by the receiver. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Well, the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. QB keeper all the way. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Makes the grab. It's Karapateas. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball out as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with a play to keep this drive alive?
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Might be for the ball game. Throws it to the right. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The wideout's now clustered. Dropping back. It's hard. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the receiver. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's hard. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Gators are in the red zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So now on comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And he knocks it through. What pressure. That was automatic. The game winner. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get...